Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the second update, this is second update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project, which as we all know was started by Alexi a couple of years ago. She's doing it again this year, so it's really exciting to kind of be able to see her updates again as well. Yeah, I've been working on some eyeshadows, 5 in total, and I'm going to show you guys the progress that I managed to make on them over the last month. It's only been 4 weeks, so it's a little bit less than every time I kind of expect I would, even though it's only 2 or 3 days. February always seems to make a difference in the progress that you can make. But I'm going from the products that I use the least to the product that I use the most. The one that I used the least was the Creative Me #2 palette from Coastal Scents. I'm working on the yellow shade in here, and I have not used it. Yeah. That's all I can say about that one. So I'm just gonna swatch it for you so you can kind of remember what it looks like. It's a like pretty palish white shade. It's a little chalky, has a little bit of a sheen to it, but nothing major. So that is that one. It just didn't really fit into the looks that I've been trying to do, and because it only rolled in last time, it was not my priority. I've been trying to focus on some other shades in here, so yeah, it happens. Then I have 2 that I used a similar amount of times. One of them is the Half Baked shade in the Naked palette. Half Baked, we all know it. It's the one right here, the golden shade. And I have used that one 3 times. I'm wearing it on my lid right now as well, on top of 1985 from the Decay Vice palette, which is in my Panner's Pan, because I'm filming that today as well. So I thought let's just kind of combine. So it's kind of a purplish golden shimmer that I have on my lids right now. So that is Half Baked. We're all pretty familiar with that one, I think, but I'm gonna swatch it for you anyway. Definitely like a really lovely color, and I have not been using that enough yet because I really like it. Then in the Sleek palette, this is the Jewels palette. As you guys know, I've been working on kind of that army green shade right here. And as I said, also that one I used 3 times. It's a little bit drier, so it tends to, like when I use it in my crease like I did today as well, it tends to skip a little bit. So I need to like blend it a little bit more than like maybe I would like to, but it is this shade right here. It has a little bit of a golden sheen to it, but it is like not overly shimmery or anything. And I like darker shades. I always like to put them in my crease and kind of in my outer corner as well, although I darkened it up a little bit more with the black again today. But yeah, that is that one. And then one that I was hoping to hit pan on this time around, and you guys hear me say hoping, it's because I didn't actually get there, of course. This is the original palette from Sleek, and in here I was working on like the pinkish shade still. This one has been in here from the start as well. This shade right here, and I feel like I'm so close. Like when I look at the dip, it is definitely getting pretty low, and I can, like, I've hit pan here so I can kind of see what it's supposed to look like. So I was really hoping I would get there. I put it in my inner corner today, but that sadly enough did not do the trick. So just to show you guys what that one looks like, that is the shade right here, and it's just like a lighter pink with a golden sheen to it. That one I have used 8 times now, and I used it 4 times before, so that brings me to a total of 12. Actually, Half Baked I used 3 times before as well, so that I've used 6 times in total, and Jewels I used 10 times before, so that I've used 13 times in total, and the Coastal Scent shade rolled in last time, so I just haven't used that yet in this project. And then lastly, the shade that I use the most is in my Vice palette, and that is the color Discreet. which is like just a very like neutrally color, like it's a cool tones. It does show up in my crease, but it's like really a transition type shade for me. So I use that kind of to like as a base layer and then to blend out whatever I put in my crease, especially with like a shade like the Jewels one right now, that army green. It's also a little bit more on the cool tone side, so the cooler color in here works quite well for that. And like it does show up. It's kind of like a taupey shade, but it's not like the pigment is not a thing. It's just not a very like dark or deep color, so that I use as a transition color like very regularly. I use that one 12 times. I used it 21 times before, so I've used it 33 times now. And it's interesting because they're like, you can definitely see I've used it, but I do not feel like I'm close to hitting pan yet. I have pan on one of the shades in here, so I have an idea how deep these pans are. I think it's still gonna take me a little while to hit pan on that, so let's see if I can do that within the next month. Like they're not extremely deep, these pans, but they take long enough because those shades are a little bit powdery as well. At least the one that I just showed you, Discreet. So yeah, basically it means I did not hit pan on anything this month. I really feel like that, like the original, that pink shade in there, a couple more uses and I will be there. So probably within the next week I will have pan on that one, which, yeah, it happens. Like I needed to film this now if I want this to go up in a couple of days, because it's weekend now and I will be working, and the days are not bright enough yet in the evenings for me to be filming after I'm finishing up work. So that's it. Well, like I said, my goals for next time are I'm definitely gonna hit pan on that pink shade. Like I said, it's probably gonna take me like 2 or 3 uses and I will be there. So let's see if we can do that. I'm really hoping to hit pan on Discreet as well. And I just want to make sure I've used the yellow shade by next time. Actually curious to see what that will look like in my inner corner, because it is fairly light. And apart from that, I'm just gonna use the shades. If you guys have any ideas on how to use this, as you guys know, I'm also doing a panda palette, and I have some like eyeshadows in other palettes. So any ideas for like combinations that I can make with either just these colors or including something in my panda palette or something, do let me know. And that's it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.